you've blessed us with. Father, I just pray for your protection over it, your guidance and direction in this meeting tonight. Father, we give you all praise and glory in Jesus' name. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Huckabee.
Here.
Hammond.
Here.
Cooley.
Yes, here.
We have a quorum. Number one, let's see, we have a motion to approve consent agenda.
The only one I have on number 3, it says approve the November 2025 claims. The claims that, some of the claims I got in my packet were dated December, so maybe we need to remove that due to the December date on the claims.
So is there a motion to approve items 1, 2, and 4?
I'll make a motion to approve 1, 2, and 4.
I'll second it.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Cooley.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Is that all I need to do on that?
Or
part of it?
item number, the further
The-
discussion items, or items have been removed, that way we can address Ms. Huckabee's.
Okay. Further discussion?
The only thing I had was what some of the claims were, had the wrong date on them.
Okay.
So you're just gonna make a motion to approve those claims, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Make that motion.
Make it, I'll make the motion to approve the November claims, not the December ones.
I'll second.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Cooley.
Yes.
Remarks or inquiries by the audience not pertaining to any item on the agenda. Number 5. Financial report for October 2025 by the city manager.
Irma couldn't make it, so she asked me to read them off. Y'all should have copies. On the city side, the total revenue is 185, 345, 11. Total expenses 211, 694, 76, with a deficit of 26, 349, 65. And that was all due to the fire department windows we're putting in. And the revenue breakdown: sales tax 41, 374, 70. Use tax 14, 313, 77. Alcohol tax 68, 79, 73. Franchise tax 702, 60. PD fines 1,055. On the MUA side, the total revenue 350, 697, 82. Expenses 456, 375, 35. And that deficit's due mostly because of the lagoon pumps we had to buy. The water revenue was 59, 409, 72. Electric 182, 121, 81. Sanitation 41, 139, 73. Wastewater 21, 979, 05. And miscellaneous 46, 047, 51. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Steve. Police report by the chief of police.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This month we had 455 calls for service. We had 3 collisions. We had 30 911 transfers. One of those collisions was an accident with injury. We had 3 business alarms, 1 residential, 15 animal calls, assist other agencies, 6 BOLOs, breaking and entering, death notification, 5 disturbances, 1 domestic, multiple, actually it just says one, but there's multiple EMS assists, 3 escorts, 5 extra patrols, was flagged down 7 times, had 27 follow-ups. Foot patrol, 214 requests for information, 1 intoxicated person, a mental individual, a missing person, 1 sexual assault / rape, 14 requests to speak to officers, 1 robbery, 1 stolen vehicle, 8 suspicious individuals, 1 suspicious vehicle, 3 welfare checks. Out of that, we had 21 reports. Those were the assault, the aggravated assault, the missing person, other offenses on traffic, 2 public peace, the sexual assault, the stolen vehicles, 2 threats of intimidation, 2 traffic, 1 vandalism, and then multiple warrants either for us or other agencies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fire report by the fire chief.
For the month of, November, we had 27 calls that generated run reports. They broke down as 2 grass fires, 5 helicopters, 8 motor vehicle accidents, 3 fire alarms, 1 structure fire, 1 missing person search, 5 lift assists, and 2 gas leaks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 8, discuss and possible action to approve reimbursement payment via direct deposit made to the city of Mangum by ODOT in the amount of $3,476.50 for the payment of invoice number 224016-11 to Myers Engineering for the water line relocation on State Highway 283.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes.
Number 9, discussion and possible action to approve the Southwestern Oklahoma Development Rural Economic Action Plan Grant contract in the amount of $125,000 for the purchase of a fire truck.
This is the grant that Irma has been working on and has received confirmation that we did get this grant for the fire truck. And I want to say thank you to Irma for getting that done, and I will make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes.
Number 10, discussion and possible action to approve closing City Hall at 12 p.m. on December 19th for the city employee Christmas lunch.
This was also brought to my attention. I believe they closed the whole day, because I know in the past they've had safety meetings and other meetings in the morning, and then they eat lunch and then have their drawings and stuff. So I'd like to make a motion that the City Hall be approved, closed all day that day, on the 19th.
What
Or
day?
the 19th.
What day is it? What
That's a Friday.
Friday?
Because I do know they have safety meetings and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, I was incorrect on writing my times for
That's
this.
okay.
I thought it was the same as Thanksgiving, and then it's really all day, because
All
it
day,
is
yeah.
training and all this stuff.
Okay, I'll second.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes.
All right, executive session, number 11, discussion and possible action regarding the next phase contingency agreement that, with the advice of its attorney, public disclosure will seriously impair the ability of the public body to process or conduct a pending claim, investigation, litigation, or proceeding in the public interest, with possible executive session in accordance with Title 25, 307B4.
I'll make the motion to go into executive session.
I'll second it.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes. We'll be back.
Here we go.
We'll go back.
Yeah, I got it.
One thing that is on the estimate that's not revealed in the final total is, you'll see they did what's called a paid when incurred, and they listed that out for all of the insulation, all the things that are building code, and we totaled it up in that estimating software. Effectively, the original claim was $583,000. With those paid when incurred items, it brings it up to $896. And that, they left still all of the telehandler equipment, cranes, all of these items still to be determined down the road. So it's increased so far 54%. That was just based off the first adjustment. Not included within that are 3 of the metal buildings, which is the street barn and garage, the animal control shelter, and the electrical power plant. Those, they say, are still waiting on the engineering firm to come back. We do feel the damage that's on it is not cosmetic, it's functional. Those panels have ribs on them, and every one of them have got splits and openings on it. I mean, we have dealt with metal claims in this town on Living Waters Pentecostal, First Baptist Mangum, Oklahoma School Insurance Group at the school, Lighthouse Pentecostal Church. Every one of those, or Lighthouse Church, every one of those have had what was metal roofs that had hail damage to it, and it was assessed whether it was cosmetic or functional. Every one of them came back functional, which involved them being replaced. What I think was detrimental to the meeting with the engineer is we didn't know that meeting was taking place, so we didn't get a chance to meet with them. So being able to demonstrate the damages would have been very helpful in that respect. We did get an email today from the adjuster wanting to meet with us to go over the revised estimate. We wish that would have happened months ago. They've been sitting on documentation from us for probably 4 months. And I think the biggest issue was there was so much back and forth of, were we doing the roof with somebody else? Is there an open bid on it? And really, to us, this is no different than any other insurance claim. We all use the same estimating software. It's the same one used on everybody's residential house that was damaged, on any commercial one that was been damaged. It's all about getting the items implemented correctly into that software in order for them to properly cover the damages on each unique building. Some of your buildings have multiple layers. Some buildings have hail-resistant boards under them. Some have tapered insulation. Some need tapered insulation based on code. And if we were able to have that meeting with the adjuster on site, it doesn't become so much one guy has a bid for this amount, another guy has a bid for this amount. It boils down to implementing the correct items in the software program that then spits out the price. And we have just a week ago, I think it was Wednesday of last week, got that revised estimate, and then a follow-up email with them today expressing the willingness to come out and review it. Once that gets done and we're able to finally do what needed to be done very, very long ago, meet on site and go over it, we're confident that the issues can get resolved, but without having any face-to-face interaction or any phone interaction with them whatsoever, it puts us really behind the 8 ball from being able to express these positions. But the way that we estimated this was no different than how we've done it on any other claim in this town and any other claim that gets done, period. I think we just simply had an independent adjuster that was hired by OMAG that might be in a little bit deep waters with some of these commercial roofs and not know all of the components with it. And you couple that with not meeting us out on site to be able to go over it in a transparent way, leads to delays that that are unfortunate. But it seems to be that their willingness now has been expressed that they're wanting to come out and get that done.
Okay, what if the insurance doesn't budge on what they're?
If the insurance doesn't budge on it, I don't think that'll be the case. I think that
What if they don't?
then the city will be in a spot to work with the amounts that they were given in order to make repairs on the buildings. And I think that'll result in either certain buildings not getting replaced, or rather than a full replacement, maybe an overlay gets done, a coating gets done. Simply put, there's 3 buildings that are completely not included. There's buildings with code items that haven't been applied. So some way those dollars have got to come up.
Is there a reason they haven't reached out to you?
Yes.
Why why you wasn't included in those meetings?
Yes, well, what I think the confusion has been is that OMAG was never made aware by the city that we were, the contractors that were working on it. So they went and suggested going and getting other bids, and if you base those bids off of the criteria of what the adjuster, inadequately covered the first time, you're not going to get anything that's apples to apples. But that seems to have been where all the confusion has been, is they never had clear direction from the city to work with us, and we've never been able to have those direct discussions with them. And I think that's where the entire breakdown has been.
What kind of time frame are you thinking? Like, it
I
wasn't
don't
few.
think what you said is accurate, but,
Well,
because I would think it was the insurance after, because I think, Steve, if I say something wrong, jump in here. Because I think the conversation was, we gave the insurance company the next phase bid and said, this is what next phase says it's worth. And there was an insurance company said, we can't pay you this much money, you need to get up so much around. So we did let the insurance people know that, and we let our insurance carrier know that we had this agreement with you. So that's been in the works, and I got emails with us sharing that information with them.
right. Well, it wasn't till last week that they actually made contact with us, and then a follow-up email today. So that's been the communication that we've had with them. And now that the ball is rolling, if we can just get, like I told Irma from the get-go, if we can just all meet out here, anybody from the city with us, I think we can go item by item and be able to sort of have all this adjudicated.
I mean, did you attempt to reach out to them
Oh, yes.
prior? And they just wouldn't answer or wouldn't talk to you, or?
Yeah, they were not communicating back with us. They were communicating to Irma and Steve, and I think that's where the other bid situation came in. But what should have happened is just like in any other insurance claim. We write everything up. We send it into them. We sent them documentation that kind of supported each one of those items. And then we just all meet out on site together and go over them. And it was not from a lack of effort on our side. Go ahead.
Up until about a month ago, when I would check in with OMAG, they told me that the city hasn't selected anybody that they're working with, and until they tell us who they're working with, we're not communicating with you. If they pick you, we're happy to communicate with you, but up until, I think about 2 weeks ago, I was told by them that the city hadn't selected anybody.
So, with what you just said, I mean, so you haven't negotiated with them really at all, with the insurance?
We haven't had
To show them your,
we haven't had the ability to substantiate anything that was sent into them in any sort of forum, whether it be over the phone or over email or on person, at all, just due to lack of engagement on their side.
I mean, back in, I don't know when the meeting was, that we, that was the sales pitch that won me over with y'all, was that, hey, we will contact insurance and we will get you the best price, but you haven't. And, I mean, what was it, 3 or 4 months ago, we had to tear a building down because of dragging our feet, and the roof got ruined, and then it collapsed, and we don't want another building tore down. That, I mean, Mangum's historical to me, and I don't want to see nothing tore down. I want to see it fixed. But we're coming upon, it's winter time, we could get a snow at any time, and that's not going to be good.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, we agree. I mean, it's been very frustrating on our end, and I mean, in the interim, we wholeheartedly believe they were just sitting on our estimate, going to respond, going to get something back so that things can be able to move forward. In the meantime, we've done temporary repairs on all the buildings. We've been in touch with Steve and Irma to figure out where any leaks are, and we're on it with patching them. But with them having this issue of not knowing that we're selected as the contractor and being able to engage with us has prevented any of that dialogue until, really last week.
Well, and that, I mean, I'm speaking for myself as a council member, but, that's, our first priority is Mangum. I mean, that's the people. And, if we vote you in and say, yeah, we want to use you guys, but then another 8 months goes by and nothing's done, people's going to be a little upset that we picked the wrong ones. And, I mean, we need to know that something's going to be done pronto. And, and not just kind of pointing the finger at everybody else. Like I said, I've seen those guys work, your work. I know you do a good job. I mean, I'm not doubting that. But time is of the essence. And
100%. I think from the email that we just got last week, they have realized that from some discussion, something that has occurred, that they are to engage us, and that's finally what's happening, and we're ready to go. We're ready to get it handled, make sure any of these buildings that have been left off are justified and included, so we're not leaving things out that are damaged. And if we need to take the buildings that are already agreed upon, get the scope correct on those, and be able to start on them while we have to deal with waiting for any engineering or anything like that, we're fine to do that, but we definitely want to stick with it till everything is covered.
Well, I just want to read the minutes from the September 2nd meeting, which is
Sure.
viewers here. It says the owner of Next Phase, Blake, spoke on the differences in quotes from Next Phase and the estimate from the City of Mangum's insurance company, OMAG. He stated that OMAG left out multiple buildings on their estimate. He stated the Next Phase will be setting up a meeting with OMAG to discuss the differences in the quotes and estimates. Something had to happen after that meeting, because that's what triggered, our insurance carrier sending us a engineer to reassess, and as Vice Mayor Hammond stated, that amount did go up some. But now you're sitting and telling us, even though you was at the meeting, you told us that you was gonna have this conversation, now you're saying, well, they won't talk to us.
Well, that's correct. I mean,
So why are we why is it, I'm sorry,
Go
why
ahead.
is it December, and this is now brought to to the board? I mean, that's 3 months more we went through, so how many more rainstorms that we have?
well,
And now we got a second loss report.
Well, you finally got an increase from the adjuster. It wasn't from a lack of us just sitting here doing nothing. We've had many communications with Irma, both text, email, phone, in person, asking her to get OMAG going and try to get these meetings happening. And I wish she was here to be able to have those, be able to reiterate those discussions. But we didn't just lie on this thing. Irma was the conduit to OMAG. And if Irma doesn't get them to come out here and meet with us, we're not able to get any of this stuff done. You did finally, after all of that time, get an increase on the claim, 54%, but it's not adequate as to the damages that are on the building. If we can have that meeting in person with them, you'll see that it's going to be significantly more. But we've got to physically come out here and walk the property and meet with them. That has to occur.
I'd asked this a while ago, but I can't remember what you said. I mean, time frame. What are you?
Yeah.
From this point, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, we got an email this morning from Justin McGavick, who's the independent adjuster on the claim. He emailed Michael, he tagged Steve, he tagged Irma, and he tagged David Dalton with OMAG, and he was inquiring about review on the estimate. We immediately responded back with, we've reviewed it, or do you want to meet at our office, your office, on site, or anything else that he deems appropriate, you know, potentially OMAG's office, because he is an independent adjuster. And we're just waiting on a response from him.
Corey, you have anything else?
The only other thing is you have to understand that your salespeople don't get a go to commissioner, or employee to employee. The city has points of contact, and those points of contact need to be respected. Because commissioners don't need your guys showing up at their places of work to have these kinds of conversations. As I explained to your salesman, this is where we have those conversations. I think it's very disrespectful to each one of these individuals' time, and very disrespectful to the people that we have hired and that we've entrusted this project to. Whenever you don't like their response, you try to find someone to tell you yes.
It's not as much that we're looking for somebody to tell us yes respectfully. We're just trying to, the whole goal out of all of this is just get the insurance to come and meet us so that we can go through things. And I'm not saying it's Steve's fault, I'm not saying it's Irma's fault, but if we just can't get them to actually come on site and go over it with us, it's frustrating on our end, because we're trying to get these points across, trying to get them resolved, and that's.
You come here and you address the city, because these three people, they supervise Steve and they supervise Irma.
Sure.
You don't go to their places of business.
Okay.
What do we need to do with,
What?
But what I would recommend you do is we take no action tonight.
and let
Put
them,
Steve in charge of this project. Make him the point of contact, and then we have readdress it in January. I really do think it's something that needs to be addressed month to month until these roofs are fixed. I don't wanna wait 3 more months and come back and nothing else has happened. That's what I think needs to happen.
so with, I know Christmas, you can work out a time to get with them, with OMAG or with the independent adjuster, and
100%. We'll be completely flexible and make any accommodations around the holidays that are necessary for them to come out and meet with us. I mean, we're good with it.
and you can start immediately once agreement is.
Yeah, and I've expressed that to Irma too. I mean, we're frustrated. I will tell you guys too, and I wish she was here. I mean, because I think it would be able to be verified with her, but we have been pushing to try to get this thing resolved. And I told her that whenever it happens, we'll get on it with the roofs. But it's hard to be able to start on something and then rely on the goodwill of the insurance to cover something that they missed once it's already torn off. Pictures or no pictures, there's so many things building code related that need to be substantiated based on what's there, that it's hard to, put the city in that position to start tearing things off. But as soon as we can get agreements, even if we just take the metal buildings that are under discussion for functional and cosmetic damage and leave them aside, and we focus on the ones that everybody can agree upon need to be replaced or damaged, once we get the scope right on it, yeah, we're ready to go. We'll move the schedule, and there won't be a situation where we're telling you, hey, it's approved by the insurance, but we need to finish XYZ job. I'll do what I need to do internally to get these roofs put on.
Steve, do you have anything you want to add? Okay. So basically, we're tabling it, or,
I'd say table to January.
I'll make a motion to.
I'll make a
table this.
motion that we table this insurance until January.
I'll second.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes.
Okay, number 13, discussion and possible action to enter into executive session to discuss the employment, hiring, appointment, promotion, demotion, disciplining, or resignation of any individual's salaried public office or employees with the city manager in accordance with Title 25, 3071B1, requested by the city manager.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
I'll second.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to come back from executive session.
I'll second.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to table, item 13.
I'll second it.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be for.
Okay, it's
I'm sorry.
14, Brittany. So, we tabled
Yeah.
14. Okay.
14, sorry.
You're fine.
Or, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Staff and board remarks. Remarks or inquiries by the governing body, city manager, city attorney, or city employees.
We have found a new municipal judge. He actually had court today. Y'all would be to officially hire him in a new business. His name is Brian Henderson. He is a former prosecutor out of Beckham County. He's also in private practice in Beckham County. He's actually also a reserve police officer as well. He does a lot of police trainings throughout both Oklahoma and Kansas. He's licensed in both states. He's also right now a full-time county attorney and municipal attorney. So I think he's a bonus to have as our judge. He's someone that we kind of waited to tell us yes, but I think I've been trying to recruit him ever since our last judge left, which was in July. So I've been working really hard to get him recruited. I think we finally accomplished it. I think our police force is pretty happy with him too. They also have a previous relationship, again, dealing with him as a prosecutor in Beckham County and colleagues. So he's very fair. We had 2 trials today. I lost one of them. So he hears the facts and he holds those standards and burdens very seriously, because he has also been a criminal defense attorney and someone that I used to call and bounce ideas off of. So my request is on the under new business that you hire Brian Henderson as our new municipal judge. That's the only remark I have.
I'll make the motion to approve the hiring of the city judge, Brian Henderson.
I'll second it.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes.
Okay. So, do I do the new business, or that was the,
Yeah, any new business.
okay, new business, discussion or possible action on any new business which has arisen since the posting of the agenda that could not have been reasonably foreseen prior to the time of the posting, 25/3/11-10. Okay. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Okay, we ready to start the next one?
Whenever you're ready.
Call to order. Roll call
Huckabee,
Here.
Hammond,
here.
Pooley.
Here.
We have a quorum. We have a motion for consent of agenda.
I just asked number 3 be removed prior to the same as the city meeting, the December date be removed.
I'll second.
Okay. So do you motion to approve everything but 3 then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes.
Further discussion? Okay, remarks. Remarks or inquiries by the audience not pertaining to any item on the agenda. Number 5, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2025-1209-01, setting new rates due to the increase from contractor Waste Connection for trash services provided in Mango.
This is done every year effectively under our contract with Waste Connection. They're allowed to increase rates consistent with the Consumer Price Index. And so that's what this increase is, because they're going to be billing us that much. So what we're doing is we're raising our rates to match. So we don't go in the hole with trash services.
How much, I mean,
They raised it 2.70%, so that's what we raised it to as well. Which is actually lower than last year. Last year, they raised it 3.89%, so.
and that, I don't know if you know, Corey, that contract, it's due 26, 20,
November of
27.
2026 is when our contract is up with them.
Yeah, you have to give them 5 years notice to terminate the contract. So that's something that's been in place since 2020.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yeah.
Staff and board remarks or inquiries by the governing body, city manager, city attorney, or city employees. Discussion or new business, discussion and possible action on any new business which has arisen since the posting of the agenda that could not have been reasonably foreseen prior to the time of posting. We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Pooley.
Yes. Thank y'all for coming.